Well, good day everybody, and welcome to my channel Whiskey Journey. Today I've got another rum review for you guys. Today I'm going to be traveling back to Jamaica, trying out this Hampden right here. I'll give you a little bit more info on the bottle soon. The one on my left is also Hampden. This carries the DOC mark, so extremely high esters, 9 months maturation in Pedro Jimenez casks, and I will review this one next because it's quite an interesting bottle. Okay. Right, so onto this bottle right here. So this is from the Kill Devil series. This was released by the Whisky Barrel in association with Hunter Lang, and difficult bottle to get hold of. Sold out quite some time ago. My understanding is, well, I think these were released in about 2018. I think they were bottled in 2017, released in 2018, or something along those lines. 2001 distillate. Okay, so Whisky Barrel released quite a few releases of the 2001 distillate and the 2007 distillate. The 2007 distillate was carried the CH mark, and this 2001 distillate carries the Diamond H mark. Still very high esters, but not quite the level of the CH. And in my opinion, these bottles are pretty special. In the sense that the 2007 10-year-old was the very first Hampden that I ever had. It was my introduction to rum, really. I mean, serious rum, as opposed to drinking things like Captain Morgan's, going on nights out, etc. The 2007 10-year-old was just absolutely amazing and opened my eyes up to the Hampden distillery. Unfortunately, I never managed to get a bottle of this one, which is a 16-year-old, and but I found it on auction for a decent price, not much more above retail, so I had to get it and see what it's all about. When I went to go and pick up the bottle, and obviously the bottle is sealed, but when they handed over the bottle, you can immediately, even though the label, it was all sealed, it has a gold seal on the bottle, even though there was that seal, you could smell the esters just coming from that bottle straight away. I even commented to the person behind the counter, said you can smell that from here, even though it's sealed. But anyway, I've opened it up and I poured a dram, and obviously this room is just full of beautiful esters. So a bit more information. So as I said, Kill Devil series, single cask, Diamond H Marque, cask strength, bottled at 60.7% ABV. As I said, it's a 16-year-old and is one of 265 bottles only. Okay, so that's pretty much just a bit of information about the bottle. As I say, these bottles or the like definitely opened me up to rum back in sort of 2017, 2018, and I really took notice of rum and got into Foursquare after getting into Hampden. Okay, right, so enough of my talk and rambling, guys. Let's just get straight into the palate and the tasting notes and see what we get on this one. Okay, as you can see, quite light. Obviously continentally aged, in my opinion. It doesn't state how long, how long maturation was in the tropics versus continental, but my bet would be that the majority of the 16 years was spent in a continental climate, just because of the paleness of the dram. Okay, right, so let's get straight into the tasting notes and see what we get. Okay. Straight away, pineapple juice, concentrated pineapple juice. Notes of varnish, quite a lot of varnish on this one. Olives, deep olive note, salty olives. Brine, banana, mango. Not quite the beast that the 10-year-old was, the CH mark. This is still very estery though, still very funky. It's not going to appeal to everybody, but certainly not as extreme as other bottles I've had that have the CH mark or even the DOC mark. This is quite approachable, in my opinion, for those that are used to Hampden, but still very high esters. There's a licorice note, an aniseed note too. I'm getting kind of a woody note as well, wood shavings, I think that this is what makes this one quite interesting for me. A little bit more maturation in the cask, so 16 years, definitely the cask has imparted some woodiness, definitely, but not overbearing, but it's definitely there. Almost adds an extra layer to that fruit. It's not just a fruit bomb or a tropical fruit bomb. It's got a little bit more complexity to it, and I quite like that. No real alcohol sting as well. It's very, very approachable, even at over 60% ABV. There's notes of almost vanilla, yeah, definitely vanilla custard. Very complex, very interesting, and just once you just smelling it, you just want to taste it. Okay, so let's just get straight onto the tasting on the palate for this now, see what we get. Just on the end there, big hit, salted licorice. Those kind of rotting tropical fruits remain in the finish, and some spiciness from the barrel. Definitely some oak, but not heavy, but it's definitely there, kind of lifts it a bit. Okay, so the initial arrival, oily, very oily, spicy, loads of tropical fruit notes, so your bananas, your mangoes, your pineapple, definitely. And then mid-palate you get that big hit of olives and brine, salt, salted licorice, wood, oak, aniseed. Definitely a kind of aniseed type note. Quite a long finish. It's the flavor still remains. Maybe some coconut there too. In the finish it trails off into this kind of rotting sort of fruit sort of vibe. Definitely banana milkshake. A little bit of bitterness imparted, slight bitterness, but in my opinion not obtrusive. I think it lifts it as well, makes it a bit more interesting. An absolute powerhouse, lovely rum, beautiful rum. I really like this rum. This is right up my street. Sure, it's not your ester bomb like the CH or the Dog Marque, but still high in esters. I think there's good balance on this one. I think there's enough balance there to make this interesting, make this a bit more interesting than some other releases that I have had. I mean, I do love the CH Marque, but I think that this one, just with that extra bit layer of wood, just makes it a little bit more interesting. I've added a few drops of water as well, just so we can taste it. Very sweet as well. Comes across as beautifully sweet. Almost a pastry note, pastry element as well to this. Right, let's just have a wee taste now with the drops of water and see if it's changed the profile at all. Just as good in my opinion, with a few drops of water. The alcohol integration on this one is stunning, even at 60%, over 60%. There's a warmth to it, but the alcohol is not obtrusive or intrusive at all. The other Diamond H Marque that I have got is a Colours of Rum release. It was a 10-year-old. I think it was a 2012 release, possibly. I can't remember. But anyway, I have reviewed it. I think this one is far better, in my opinion. The alcohol integration is better. That one is also really good, but it doesn't quite have the same integration of the alcohol that this one has. This one comes across, even at over 60%, it's really smooth, really approachable. Bit of added water, all the same notes: pineapple, glue, varnish, banana, mango, plastic, rotting bananas, salted licorice, big hit of salt and salted licorice on the end, some aniseed, and some, as I said, that blanket of wood, which makes it just that bit more interesting. And the development is just stunning on this one. It's just absolutely stunning. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. If you had to ask me, if you could go back in time of your life, what cases of whiskey would you get, or cases of spirit would you get? I would certainly get cases of these, like the 10-year-old CH, 11-year-old CH, and probably this one as well. If I had the money at the time, I would have got a case. Definitely. I mean, these are just stunning examples, and yeah, this is just yet another stunning rum. If you can get it at auction, I would say under 100 quid, just get it. It's absolutely stunning, and it will open your eyes up to other rums as well. If you're not really used to Hampden, it might be a little bit strong with the esters. But I started, with a 10-year-old cask strength CH Marque. That was when I first started drinking Hampden, and it was a very interesting experience. Initially, it was difficult. I found it challenging, but that's what I enjoy about these types of spirits. They challenge you, and they challenge your thinking and the way you think about the spirit. But yeah, this particular bottle, 2001 distillate, Diamond H from Kill Devil, just a beautiful, beautiful bottle. And take your time with it if you do end up getting it at some point. But yeah, there's not many better rums than this, in my opinion. I mean, I've got other ones I might prefer slightly, but this is just top drawer stuff. Okay, guys. Right, enough of my rambling. I've spoken quite a lot, but yeah, guys, if you enjoy my content, then please like, comment, and subscribe. Also, leave some comments as well if you're interested. What is your desert island rum or your desert island whiskey? What would you, if you could go back in time to a certain point in your life, what would you buy, and how much of it would you buy? Okay, guys, that about wraps it up. Okay, thanks for sticking with me. I hope to see you soon. But as usual, there's not much else to say, except have a fantastic day, and I'll see all of you again soon. Take care. Cheers.